Oh man, I forgot there's like a tank buster there that's not like.
That killed me at full health.
Yup.
Yee.
We went over this. Oh, why do I have a hand?
Slap that
Ow.
water.
Why
I have a
does...
hand now.
Oh.
I don't think you can get close enough to slap the tornadoes because the
Yeah.
puddle around them. So it ain't that.
This is basically as far as we've gotten. We're trying to figure out what does the hand mean. We'll give it a few tries and then.
Kanata, is your soil, like, where's it reaching to here about?
Oh, I see.
I'm pretty sure in Alexander Savage it was different depending on if it was open or closed, right?
Yes, but the difference was there was two hands also.
Yeah, there's two
Yeah,
things,
it's
and you
just-
can try to bait it by having them a certain distance apart.
Yeah, that makes me want to expect a split damage buster.
So what happens is the hand after about 15 seconds will just slap the ground and kill everyone.
Except the very first time that we pulled, which we lived through. But we have no idea what happened there.
Why don't we just hit the one with higher HP and don't hit the one at lower HP?
Ah, that's right. We talked about that.
Yeah, and just like don't hit both of them. Just hit the higher HP for now, for science. Maybe we just got lucky and hit the one with higher HP.
Yeah, it might want them to be close, percentage-wise, I mean.
Yeah, so as long as you don't die, Tam, I'll pick up the hand, keep him close, and we'll DPS whichever is high.
I really wish
Okay, I
it
think
was
it's-
far.
I think it's safe to assume I can just vengeance right at the start.
So the hand's higher. They're about 5% apart.
Oh yeah, that
Close it
clean.
down.
Nope, still died.
The boss was still losing health at a pretty good clip. I think even the tanks need to switch over.
I did switch over.
Alright, let's try it again.
We should probably bait the tornadoes not in the middle of the room. If ranged
Yeah,
monsters
I've
can
been-
get near a tornado and just like point them outside.
Yeah, I've been pointing the eastern tornado straight south off the map.
Carrot, can you bait the north one?
There were 4 Jackdaws there, right?
Yes, but we don't know what they do yet.
Hand's higher.
I'm pretty sure the tornadoes are made
2%.
by proximity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The tornadoes, you can, yes, get the beam from it. You can bait.
How close can you get without pulling? Alright, so you can
Right
get pretty
here.
under. Alright.
Is the edge dangerous?
Yes,
Yes.
it kills you.
Okay, so did we get the hand down below the boss?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, I've been blowing my opener in the actual opener. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
Really? Didn't we just... find it to be further than that?
No,
Whatever.
Nope.
you knew that this was unsafe.
It's not.
It's
The end of
right
the
before
circle in the middle is too far.
My bad.
We should really just draw a line of scrimmage for like every boss.
It's probably the tip most of the smallest circle right before the big circle.
This is fine. Okay, so do we have a plan this time that's different?
Oh, I can save my Bahamut for the hand.
Okay. I'm gonna save my
Do we
opener,
know if
too.
the hand is always going to be higher? Or
If I save my inner release, I'm going to be getting hit by both.
Does the hand or him cast any spells during the entire time they're out? Or they just auto attack?
Just auto attack?
The boss does a tank buster on me.
Pretty sure the hand does a cleave slap. It used to do a
Probably.
cleave slap.
Weren't you supposed to share that?
No, you were supposed to not share it. You're supposed to have one tank sort of pointing like 45 degrees to the left and the other one pointing 45 degrees to the right so that you weren't sharing the cleaves, but you could still hit both the hand and the...
I'm pretty sure there was one you're supposed to share.
There might be one, but it's not the auto attacks, which are cleaves.
Not that I've seen.
I got nothing then.
Yeah, I've just been looking at positioning.
I just wonder
It's
if
probably
there's...
something not very intuitive.
I wonder if there's a really fast way to find out which enemy has the most health.
So they split it, like, at Cascade, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the one. Like, even the tank buster doesn't have a cast bar.
Does
Nope.
I don't know. My guess would be that the hand probably spawns with the same health as the boss, and the reason the boss goes lower is because you're hitting it at the time.
No, but this was a mechanic that was in the original Savage, which was the two hands would spawn, one would have higher health, and they had to go down to within like plus or minus 1%, or it would do something mean.
Yeah, I mean the
Right,
boss
it's
is spawning
just-
with less health, but it's way more than we can do in like couple seconds.
Yeah, it's just that Pepsi Man himself doesn't seem to have all that much.
But I think in the original they were only 5% apart.
Yeah.
So you just had to do 4% of the damage to one of them. So. Well, let's try it with our actual openers on the during that phase. Because if we blow our openers beforehand and it's got like all our big dots and everything up, then it's not terribly surprising we can't make.
I can hold his size, but that'll hit them both.
Right. Yeah. No, that doesn't. That shouldn't matter.
Cascade is the only cast.
They're really close to each other right now. Like,
Wait,
dead.
Which one do we hit then?
I don't know. Maybe we have... Oh, we have to slow our DPS at the start? No.
Huh.
So,
Why was there no HP difference there?
Huh.
There was. The hand had less.
It was,
Or
like,
sorry, the hand had more.
within 1%, though, the whole time.
Was it?
Yeah, that's
they were
pretty
dead now.
close. I was like, I don't know
Alright.
which one to hit now.
The hand definitely had less at the end. So I think we've probably just proven that reasonably well.
what if we all stand under the hand?
I guess we haven't tried that yet.
Sorry, Neris, you were trying to say something. What was it?
I was just wondering if you've always left the hand stacked on top of the boss.
No, we're pulling it as far away as possible.
Okay.
Why
Maybe
don't-
we need to stack under the hand? Question mark.
I mean,
Sure.
it's worth trying. Is there anything? I mean, we can go ahead and do that while we're thinking of other things.
The one
here's
time
another
that
question.
we succeeded, right? We just went ham on the boss. We could just try that again.
One other
Ignore
question
the
is, have we tried using the line of sight, blocking line of sight with a tornado?
Not explicitly.
Like we could.
How, like, the off tank would still get hit because
Sure.
it follows.
Yeah, I mean, but you're a tank.
Well, let's see how much damage it does.
Yeah. So if you can drag it,
What's the plan?
Second to the hand.
Okay, we'll stack under the hand.
I don't think that's tankable.
so people who are baiting need to bait and then get back in.
You should be in the soil in my way. Oof, where am I?
I'm like, how long is it going to take for that thing
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
apparently, there's not time to do that.
to? Yeah, the beams go out as the slap happens. All right, and we've tried hitting the hand with the beams. Yeah.
You just hit it right then. That's also
Hand
about
technically
the same-
goes off before the beams.
Yeah, that's also about the same time that all spawn, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the dolls didn't spawn that time, did they?
I don't know. We were dead.
It was fading to black about when I think they should be.
Yeah, but if we've had the doll spawn before, that means we've lasted longer.
Right, but we don't know why.
So did everybody go ham on the boss? Or did people switch over to
No,
the...
we just kind of did whatever.
My default strategy is to keep hitting what I'm hitting, so...
Did we try
Yes, we
the
weren't even watching.
cross corner far? Like in A3, we had to go like actually at least this far away.
I mean, that was going to be the next thing, probably.
And the puddles always spawn in the same location, or
Nope.
No, they've been very.
No, they're random.
The last spawn was all of them were south, so it's like I don't have one to get. I'm gonna get the west one, I guess. And Carrot's like, I guess I'll get the north. Oh, there isn't a north one. That's awkward.
no? There was a north one. I was waiting for the beam to appear. I'm like, when do I stack under the hand? It's not appearing.
Usually there's 3 that spawn, and there's one that's like not. There's one area that's not.
So I guess if there's like 3 in 1, then the only you'll have to look to see where it is, and then pull it like in that case left and right, because that's the only way you could go across the arena without standing in a. So I guess we can try the pull them as far apart as possible thing again.
Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe pull the boss. So if there's always 3, like east, south, and west, let's say. Maybe we need to pull either the hand or the boss north.
I mean, if you're trying to keep them far away, putting the boss at the very edge makes it easier anyway.
Well, just we don't know the direction until the hand spawns. Yeah,
Yeah, we won't know the direction until he casts Cascade.
but when they do cast Cascade, do you want to try the hand far away first or the boss far away first?
They need to be in opposite corners, so both teams
So-
need to move.
Yeah, but one of them's got to be away from the tornadoes, and one should not be.
Well, I mean, it could be like if you have Or are they like 90 degrees apart from each other or not?
No,
Are they 5?
they can be
So-
yeah, like that.
So if you have something like this, which one? A, B, C. I'm good at letters. Oh shoot! I accidentally pulled that off my bar.
It's unlikely that they're this shape, but I guess it could happen.
So can it be a different shape? Maybe
Yes.
Like this.
As far as we know.
All right. So like in this kind of situation, you have to find. In fact, it might always be exactly like this, where there is exactly one configuration of the. There are 4 tornadoes, right?
3.
There are 3 tornadoes. Okay.
Yeah, basically, I think they've been like pretty much almost like cardinal directions from each other, and there's one open area.
All right. So in this case, I think you would need to have one of the tanks between 2 tornadoes and the other tank opposite.
Yeah. I mean, yes, technically, I wasn't worried about the person who's going to have to go on the opposite side of the open area. They're just going to go as far away as they can. My point is we should try both and see if one of them works. So if there's one east, south, and west, we'll send maybe the boss north first and the hand south. And then if that doesn't work,
because there's a tornado there.
south-ish, I'll pull it like
You
here.
can put it between the tornadoes.
Right. So it would be like southwest, and then have the boss northeast. That's my point. Is like I think it has to be on a 45 degree to be in between 2 tornadoes sufficiently. So it should probably just be like whoever has the hand goes to a spot, and then the boss just like shifts 45 degrees one way or the other. Like just drag him along the edge.
Yeah, yes. I just figured that was implied.
You want me to drag the boss through a tornado, or like between 2 of them?
What? No, the boss is going away from the tornadoes first.
Okay.
The boss should be going into, from what I'm gathering.
So basically the open
into
area.
spot.
Yeah. And I'll take the hand into the tornadoes. And if that doesn't work, we'll try the other way around.
Here, I'm gonna put some markers up just so that you can call shit out on the fly.
I don't know if they've always like done cardinals. I think they might have spawned on inner cardinals as well, but I'm not.
I think they have been spawning on Inter sometime.
Last time they were spawned on 3 intercardinals that were
But it
90
looks-
degrees apart from each other.
Yeah, it looks like all of them are 90 degrees apart from each other, though.
Look, I mean, that was one poll. We've had others that were similar-ish, but if we don't know and Kanata is asserting that they can spawn next to each other, then that guarantees that it is random.
Alright. Not Kanata. Solento, you should just pull them to one of the markers, and then Tam, just whichever almost that. That way you can call out which marker.
So I'm going far away first.
You're going to the north side of something.
Nope, he's going due south. Oh, god damn it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Fine. What?
Well, if you go due south, he cannot go due north.
The hand's open right now.
Yep.
Open.
I
You
think
are
it's
correct.
like open close.
You remember what those meant?
You had to pull them together or apart, based on if it was open or closed. Like
The
you
the
want to.
fist. The fist was apart because if they were together, then he did more damage. That's what the fist meant.
So if it's like that, then what you
We wanna
need to
bait
do
it.
is, if it can be baited, let's assume for a second that it can't be baited right now. Like if you have the boss here, and then the hand here, then hopefully there's enough time where you can say, oh, it's open or closed, and if it's open, then you pull them together. And if it's closed, you have enough time to run to an opposite side.
I will confirm this time, but I do not believe that the hand can be moved once it starts signaling.
Once it goes open or closed.
Yep.
And do we know if the hand always has like the same name?
I have not looked at the name.
Yeah, it hasn't changed its name. But I don't know. ACT should track that, right?
Yeah.
Liquid hand.
Reported, by the way.
It's a fist
Oh,
now. Pull
yeah,
the
it's a
boss
fist.
north.
Hey,
Okay.
lived.
Okay, so here's,
then we die.
Now we're dying.
Okay, so
Okay, so
all of the dolls exploded. I'm guessing they need to be something needs to be done with them.
we'll get there in just a second. So if
Well,
we
I have a very selfish request about those.
okay, what's that?
Could, since the tanks need to be far apart and there are 4 of those, could the DPS possibly grab them so they don't instantly mob me or Kanata? Because they've been going to us every time.
I think we have mostly just been focusing on trying to get the hand mechanic figured out.
No, I get that. I'm gonna lodge that request for later.
Okay, so here,
I think what he's saying is correct, probably.
so here's my recommendation. We have the hand, just like immediately pull the hand to C. I guess.
how about the open area?
Okay, C-ish. It's like somewhere to the south-ish. And then the boss, keep the boss in the middle, and then you either pull the boss towards or away as soon as the hand switches.
Yeah. Eight ways DPS. Do you know which one you're targeting? If we do manage to get there.
What?
For the little guys.
For the act dolls?
Mm-hmm.
What about them?
Enter cardinals so that you can claim your Yagdoll.
Oh.
Oh, were you talking? Oh god, I'm so sorry. We couldn't hear you. Oh, you're taking. I thought you said you're talking. So we've had that. We've had people think they were talking for like an hour.
Mostly. I mean, the DPS should have our 8 ways split, right?
Hand.
Away.
Oh, that's open.
Or, like, open is close. My bad. So,
Yeah, bring them together.
open hand, you make them high five.
Hey, Slenta, could you call that out?
So open is high five. Fist is not fist bump.
Not fist, but like the hands, you just gotta make the hands touch.
Fist bump is explosion.
It's too cool for this fight.
Remember, you gotta explode after the fist bump, so get away.
Yeah, I don't think that it's unlikely that we can bait it. That wouldn't surprise me. Not sure which one would be better to bait, though.
You would want to bait it so that you can pull them together, I think.
So start farther away.
My guess is having more space is good because of the dolls.
And
Open.
that's no good. Yeah, we need to be in the open area.
I don't think we can be.
Why not?
We have to be, because it's going to be hard to not like step into those tornadoes while facing each other apart, so we're not both getting hit by that tank buster.
But if the dolls, well, never mind.
They have a tether. Is the tether something where it's if you attack them you get the tether, or is the tether if you stand in the tether you pick up a tether?
When I attacked it, I got the tether. I think it would be like in was it 8 where we had to pick them up and like drag them to the thingy guy in the middle, like one at a time.
Yeah, an A4.
Was that 4? I don't remember.
For a completely unrelated question, does anyone know what's causing that message in the chat about luminous aetheroplasm?
I have no idea.
Seems like a tank swap or something, maybe.
Exhaust is being released
to
relieve
pressure. Maybe he's just gonna cover you with his protein wave. He just can't hold it anymore, so he's just gonna.
So it seems like there was when we baited the cones, the first 3 got baited, and then there was a follow-up. I want to think that it's related to that, but why does Earth to Tam just get this message? Oh no, that's just the way my chat appears. That was probably sometime during the fight.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of us got it.
Nearest got it the last time.
Like a ton of us.
Yeah.
Did.
Oh, an A4. If you had too many stacks, you would just explode.
Oh yeah, placeholder Midori,
Yeah.
Kanata.
I wonder if that's related to the dolls exploding.
Yeah, like the dolls have an AoE. If you're in the AoE, and I think in A4, if you got more than 3 or 4 stacks, you would just explode.
That would explain it, because they've been exploding pretty near each other.
Do we need to like pull them apart and then have them explode on people separate?
Well, I mean that was the initial thing, right? So, like I would take the northwest, Midori would take the northeast, Naksu I guess would take southeast, and Placeholder would take southwest. Is that correct?
You want me on southwest?
I don't know. Whatever you usually do.
Southeast.
Okay, so I guess what I'm wondering is, how do we not kill everybody with that second cone attack? Because it seems like that's what's killing everybody. And then
I don't know how you can say that that's what's always killing us when we've literally successfully done the hand thing once.
Twice.
Okay, twice. And once we got all murdered by Yacked Doll.
100% of the time. So, I'm dying to the cleave, so that's my fault. But, like...
Well, we need to face our mobs away from each other so that we don't both get cleaved.
So I will move left. So like if I'm standing here with baiting him, I'll turn mine this way. Wherever we're standing, I'm gonna turn mine this way. I guess that's clockwise. Okay. So when you run in,
So-
you drop him here, and then go over this way.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you were gonna pull them between tornadoes or to the one space that does not have tornado, because there will always be one corner of the room that does not have a tornado.
That's a good question. Now, on the one hand, we're tanks. We're probably the better people to be baiting tornadoes in the first place. But I don't know. Maybe that's a bad
Is
idea.
it who's closest to the?
Yes, it's all proximity.
How much damage does the cone do? The first one.
None if you step out of it.
Oh, it doesn't like go off right away?
No, it gives you a little
No.
The
more.
first one you can bait and then step out.
Ah, okay.
Second one did 134,000 damage.
Okay. Alright, let's try it again.
Where are we bringing the two?
Let's try the open area and let the other people bait.
Okay.
But if you go away, you gotta make sure that it's gonna be Tam that's running in between two tornadoes.
Should be fine.
That should be fine.
Just making sure that you are aware of that right now, because it might mean you're running north, it might mean you're running south. It might mean some other direction.
Open.
Ciao.
Oh, it keeps firing the beam.
It keeps firing in the same direction.
No, I think
Or
it keeps
the same thing.
following you.
Like once it picks you, it just like pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like in side 1? E1?
Well, that is
Yeah.
fucking miserable, because you also, at that exact same time, have to pick up a yak
Pick up a doll.
and also not get hit by anyone else's beam.
Oh yeah, if you bring it too close, it will eat it, and it'll probably do an AoE based on its remaining health. Remember in
Like,
before?
and so maybe we do them one at a time.
Yep, get them down, bring them one at a time to the
Sounds
middle.
good.
There should only be 2, maybe 3 waves, so just like go to your corner, hit your thing, get out, wait for that one to go out, go a little bit further, and everyone just stay in the middle. Everyone else stay in the middle, it should be fine.
No, you cannot stand in the middle, because the yak dolls will do an AoE
Oh,
and it
yeah.
will overlap the middle.
Then stand on top of your yak. Oh wait, no you can't. Oh, this is awkward.
This is awful.
To free up some extra room, I'll try baiting one of the puddles. Let's say whichever is the farthest counterclockwise around.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you can, like, you bait it, right? You run out, it goes off, and maybe you run back into it. And you can keep pointing it towards the outside. Maybe that's good enough.
Yeah, I'll try that, but I'm also just thinking that way you don't have to worry about all the DPS doing multiple things at the same time.
Yep. No, that sounds good. I just was thinking, like, literally, how does anybody do that correctly even once without turning it into the middle and killing it?
Yeah. Go back and forth. That's right.
Oh man.
I'm sure that the like actual strategy for this involves a very specific like placement of every person and then movement. Like you go here, you go here, you go here.
I mean, we're converging on a symmetrical strat. That's usually a good idea. Usually a good sign. Fist.
Far away.
Yep. Not far enough.
That's not far enough.
I will
Uh,
I will not go directly to the biggest open spot if far across is taken.
no, it's just when I started running to one of the opposite corners, Midori was over there, and then I saw a cone, and I was like,
Right.
So
Oh, okay. That can
when
be.
you look at these pie
oh.
slices, you should probably have the fist in between the lines and probably like right here-ish, like on
Yeah.
this ring.
That's where I've been putting him. The one question: is there anything we can do about? So if he has to take him away, right? So let's say that I brought hand due north, and there is a puddle due south. Do we want to bait these in a particular direction, like clockwise or counterclockwise, so that Tam knows that like
which one I can go between?
which one is safer?
Well,
Or
that's
is gonna
what I was
have more
saying,
room?
is like if you're in between a pie slice, like let's suppose you go here, then if the tornado is here, then Tam will go here, right? Because that.
But what
is,
about the baiters? Because this side of the area is going to be less safe than this side if the person is baiting it is like here. I'm just saying, like, it kind of affects the space a little bit. Maybe we can just tell people to bait better.
Well, once it's picked you once, then it's picked you for life. It's like I don't know, some sort of migratory.
A penguin!
So do I want to be? So do I want to be on the outside of the three tornadoes or the inside of the three tornadoes?
Oh, outside. You want to be as far out as you can be.
Far out, man.
The puddles should be aimed outside, so there's plenty of room to just be like here. This anywhere along here should always be safe. And that's hopefully far enough if you're directly across.
Have fun, Tam.
I'll figure it out.
I think in A3 it was 80% of the arena was far enough.
fist.
Did that explode?
Yep.
It exploded.
Seems like we want to avoid the fist. It seems harder.
It seems a little faster, actually. I haven't timed it.
I guess just start far away and then bring it together, I guess. I mean, we can just try to bait it.
Bait what?
So just start farther apart.
Open or
and then-
closed?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
just always get together.
That was what we did in A3, right? Is that they started out always far apart, I think, and then
So, yeah.
oh yeah.
You
If there's a
you could bait it by being more than half of the arena apart, starting with more than half the arena. But then it came to a timing thing where it's like you had to get your timing fucking perfect of when you started
Yeah.
moving, or else they would not converge in the middle fast enough, and we ended up wiping a lot on that because not all of us had the best internet connection.
If it can be baited, it should help us determine real estate as far as where we're taking things consistently.
Also, I'm pretty sure if they can be baited, then whatever the accepted strat is, always baits it one way so that it's consistent.
oh yeah,
It's probably baits open hands, so you can just bring them together into the same spot after,
Yeah.
then, right?
probably.
For AoE damage.
Mm,
Makes
I'm
sense.
trying to think. So there's a risk to that, which is that right after he does that, he does the, or at least the hand does the big conal swipe, which will absolutely murder somebody who's not me. So there's a risk that I could kill somebody. I guess we can just work around that.
Well, I mean, if I'm pulling the boss to you, then we have the boss also doing the swipe. And
No,
if,
you can't make it all the way there in time if we're baiting, because you're going to be all the way across the arena. I would actually say maybe we start together and end apart, because remember that if the dolls are spawning and he eats the dolls, we don't want the boss in the middle. Right?
That
but
makes sense.
the hand doesn't move
Oh,
for a long time, and like if we start off in the middle, then if we start off on one of the edges, I still have to run through the middle.
yeah.
Like these little circles.
Yeah, it's 80% of the arena. This is about right.
So
So
No,
the
no,
whites on the
not-
ground.
not those little circles. He's saying you can have the hand be right here, and then have the boss just be opposite of right here. Now, of course, right here is very close to where the yak dolls are.
Oh, the middle little circles? Huh. Really?
It is hard to not explain, which is, you know, we could have one person be like the keeper of the strat, someone who doesn't care about the surprise and mystery.
So what do we want to try next? I'm not exactly sure what we're envisioning. Are we envisioning that I go to the little circle on the open side, Tam runs away, We
I would
bait.
say
and he runs back?
if you're staying that close to the middle, I would have Tam pull the boss away from the tornadoes. So you would be closer to you'd be kind of like in between two tornadoes, or like close to the edge of one of the tornadoes. So like if a tornado spawned south, the puddle would come up to about right here, and if you're standing right here, then the hand would be just about on the circle.
All right, I can do that. I mean,
So
that's
I'm going to
symmetrical,
the
so-
open inner small circle.
No, you're going. You are going to the opposite edge of the arena, so you'll just keep him in. Actually, that might be enough to bait it. To make it so you have to go far. But yeah, you want to keep him close to the middle circle, and then get ready to run out. Like the second that the hand.
Let's try it.
Whichever we pick, open or closed, the pug strap will be the opposite.
Yep, 50-50.
I don't know if I want to pug this.
I'm more meant if we ever have to pick some.
I haven't
Yeah.
plugged
They're gonna
any
be
of
like,
the other
oh,
ones.
everybody else.
HTTH, right? Can just redo TTHH for some reason.
I guess we need to be careful about me accidentally baiting them.
Okay, so where am I going?
You're gonna run away from the three tornadoes. But now it's open.
Yep.
You ran out too fast.
Oh, so you want me to stay in for just a little bit and then go out?
Right, that's the baiting.
Okay.
If they start out close together, then it will guaranteed pick to make you go far away. If they start out far away, it will guaranteed make you go close, so you can't pre-bait them.
If you're somewhere in between, it's random.
And that's the worst.
Yep.
Alright, I'll just move out a little bit.
So like you could stand on one of the small circles until it's time to book it, but you
Yeah.
might want to pre-pop some sprint or something.
Yeah, you should just not move the boss at all. Maybe, like, turn him. Turning him is probably okay. Fist.
That's like as far as I could pull him away without stepping into the ring on the outside.
Yeah, there's not enough room for that. I guess start
I can
a
try to
little
get-
further.
I can try to get him closer to the tornado, but it's kind of... It's one of those...
Yeah, the fist itself was inside that little inner ring. In terms of creating space, let's I'm just gonna borrow these.
For the record,
What if we say always put the fist here, and then C and B always bait clockwise, A always bait counterclockwise, something like that?
sure.
Just so you don't have to worry about leaving everyone.
I mean, I can... No matter which way... no matter where
It's
the
just
hand
annoying.
is... Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, wherever the hand is, I can always point him towards the tornado if I'm near one. Which should actually be mostly fine.
So I have another theory on the tornadoes. If people are willing to mix things up at this point. It looks like they're always 90 degrees away from each other. I have not seen any other configuration.
Yeah, me either.
And I don't believe Kanata has either.
Yep, it's always 90.
So I would say the 3 range DPS. So lucky that we have 3 range DPS. Typically, I guess it would be 2 range DPS in the healer, but we instead of baiting closer to a cardinal, we have left, mid, right. So if I'm always baiting the right tornado, we stay in the middle until 3 tornadoes spawn. I see the right tornado, and then I'm going to bait the right tornado towards the open space. And so it'd be like boom, 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 and the sprays go like that. And then the person on the left does the opposite. And then the person in the middle basically, well, hang on, let me put up some fake tornadoes. So we have tornado A, B, C. Let's suppose it's a healer. Kanata, you have been voluntold. You bait on this side, and then Salenta pulls the hand to this side, so that you're definitely baiting B, and he's definitely between 2 tornadoes. And the safe space for the boss to go is always away from whatever this configuration is, and you just rotate according to how the tornadoes spawn.
So I'd be going a little more towards C.
You'd be going
In this
towards
case.
C. In this case. But if it's rotated, then everyone rotates. Like, it's based on the placement of the tornadoes, not based on card.
By the way,
always be going towards C, whatever the rightmost tornado is.
So in this configuration, it'd be at 1.
Yep. When I get the hand, I will turn him towards that middle tornado so that he does his cleave in that direction. So hopefully he doesn't hit anybody.
Okay. So Midori, which of the tornadoes do you want? Do you want the one that is, I guess in this configuration, B or? Okay, so I will always take the one that is on the left side. I found it.
Not where A is presently. Where A was origin.
Okay, so you'll always take the one on the left side.
Wait.
I'll always take...
A was on the right for some reason.
A was on the
Wow.
right. I just want E. That, yeah.
Alright, in this configuration, are you taking A?
I would have taken A, yes.
Okay, then I will take the one that's...
Yes.
That if you're looking at the middle tornado, I will take the one that is on the right side.
So this one. In that configuration. Shouldn't have used C. I'll
In
use
this
one.
configuration, I will take C.
On that side, right?
Yes.
And am I taking the middle one?
Taking the middle one.
Okay. So I'll
you're-
be on this side.
And you will bait clockwise.
Yes, over here.
Awesome.
And Salenta will be there-ish.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and so then when the yak doll spawn, you grab the yak doll that is closest to the thing you're baiting. Which means Noxu would be grabbing the yak doll that is closest to the open area. Which is something that I think he said earlier. But it didn't make sense.
Are they too far apart?
Fist. Oh, I baited.
Oh, he does it again.
Well, you didn't die instantly.
Well,
But
it
it was
was
close.
correct. So we have to keep them apart. Like if we do apart, we have to keep them apart. Yeah, I guess don't be near the tornadoes.
Yeah, I guess if Midori is baiting hers north, then I can actually just be in the middle there and have plenty of room.
As long as you're not the closest one. As long as you're...
Yeah.
If you are equally distant between two tornadoes, then you should be safe.
Have you tried going back and forth? Does that work? Or do you need to go in one direction?
What?
For the tornado bait.
I'm not supposed to be baiting.
Not you. Kara or Midori, who have been baiting. Oh, guess I'll find out.
I'm always baiting towards the... so you were asking a different question.
Different question.
Oh, this might be too... Yeah, it's hand. Shoot. Oh,
Wow.
we're fairly close.
You need to get a lot closer. A lot faster.
Gotta be careful not to pull too far. I hope this doesn't take like 10 tries.
At least we don't have to do digititis.
You don't have to wait 7 minutes into the fight to try it.
Well,
Oh. That's always the worst.
we will for some mechanic in the future.
Fist. Huh.
That wasn't far enough apart? Or did I not move? Because I'm kind of getting in some lag now.
It was here and here. Seems like it should have been far enough.
Maybe the lock-in is earlier.
When I died, I was standing right here on my screen, at least. I don't know where I was on your screen.
You were with the boss. It doesn't matter where you are. Measure the bosses. And the boss seemed like he was in position. Well, step back a little bit.
Let's get that sweet spot.
We did bait it, so. What I hate is that it's random, and so it's like I could be stepping outside of the bait zone and not know it because it works for a couple pulls.
My internet caught whatever Carrot had.
Oh, maybe you need to call the technician and have them replace your router.
Oh, that might be too far.
Fist.
Okay, now I'm screwed.
Yeah, you gotta have faith. It's not gonna work if you don't have faith. You started running back towards me. You
I
didn't
did.
have faith.
I thought they were too far apart. My bad.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stand on the yellow light. Seems like that's. I mean, it's there. It's a marker. Probably fairly good guess. And oh, that's fucking hand. God damn it. Okay. Was the boss in the middle?
Pretty close. I stepped out just a little bit. Want me to leave him dead middle?
Yes, absolutely. Do not move the boss. I'm trying to find the exact maximum distance I can be away from the boss. So yeah, if you move him, he should be exactly in the middle. Fist.
Oops. Oh, and then it turned the hand?
Oh, I lagged a whole bunch right there.
That's like that was like Savage, right? They did one and then
Right, and then they do the other. Or.
I mean they weren't that close together, I don't think, as far as like sequence, but
Right.
whichever one they did the one time they had to do together the next.
Yes.
Wait, so they do fist and then open hand, like pretty immediately?
Seems like it.
Give me a second.
Wait, was that open hand? I mean, if so, I'm probably the one who needs to run to you.
Well, if it's doing open hand, then it's probably not going to move.
Oh. By damn.
I'm relogging.
Well, if it's open hand, though. Huh. Aren't the dolls just going to tether to the boss and be eaten? I mean, did we actually confirm that happened? We thought we saw a tether once.
I dragged mine to the boss before I died, and he ate it.
What
like
HP?
2 polls ago.
What HP was it? at?
Okay.
That I didn't see. I died.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's a separate
It
issue.
was explosion.
We're definitely not going to have time to lower their HP so that we can then collapse the boss in the hand again.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, there's not going to be time for a path to clear.
They didn't really have much HP. I guess if you just like bring it through.
There is a minimum amount of time it takes for these to do these things.
Yeah, but like if you just like run it through the middle, the Yagdal might be.
I hope they're all low health.
Yeah, I just hope they're all low.
Like, alright, you guys got 1 GCD. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Maybe 2. I mean, the slap doesn't happen that immediately, right? It's like 3 or 4 GCDs after.
I think we'd have to wait till after the tank busters.
Yeah. And that does a lot of damage. Holy cow.
No,
I was almost.
also.
I was really close to death.
I think I just need to pop. God, I probably should just pop everything except Nebula.
I have no idea what the name of any of your new fancy fucking moves are.
That did
I'll pop Camouflage.
It was 145,000 damage. How did you even live through that? Did you have throw up or something? You must have. Maybe it's a different attack. I don't know. Either way, it's scary. Everything here gets ridiculously high.
Try not to pull him super close to where I'm baiting the puddle, please.
Pissed.
Alright, placeholder.
Okay, so yeah, right after the tank buster, I need to run him back.
What was
The
that?
hand
Karen?
definitely doesn't do a special motion that time. It just stands there and glows. Ominously.
Placeholder. You see the one that you started hitting? That's going to be the one that I hit every time, which is the one that is next to the tornado that I'm baiting.
So next to the furthest to the left tornado,
Yeah.
and then Midori is getting the one that's what to the right of the furthest tornado on the right.
Yeah, so you should get the one from the healer.
So I get the one in the middle-ish, and then the ninja's got the one in the open area. Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely not the open hand signal from the hand. He did do a slam.
I wonder if that just does damage.
I would guess it just does damage.
I
No,
don't think so.
281,000. Nope, that's not just damage.
It does a lot of damage.
Look, 281,000 is just a number. Jail is just a room.
Fist. Oh, Midori had 2 tethers.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right though. That's the hand that's
It.
killing us.
Sorry.
I started running back, but it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, you know what? Just take him through the middle. Let him eat everything. Let's die that way.
Well, the jag moved pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Just run it through the middle. Fuck it.
Well, yeah, after the first jet, it looks like you can't dodge the other ones. So, like, I'm just going to keep mine shooting the same direction, which is basically right off the edge of the arena.
Yeah, do let me know if you want me to bait one of the tornadoes. I'm not going near the fist because I think that's the best place to be. I'm going there just so I'm in the same place.
Now we've got a lot of range DPS. We're good.
Yeah, that's the flip side. We have way too much range.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah,
Alright,
so you
Just
just
told me you guys switched to monk.
like you just for the baiting the thing, you just go back into the stream that shot out and just stand there for a sec. It only does about 40,000 as a dot. Not lethal.
Fist. Sorry. We gotta figure something out, because... Should we count GCDs, like, so that I don't have to call it every time?
It is at exactly the same
Yeah.
part of the fight every time. In fact, something that you could do is you could make a macro for your countdown that counts exactly the correct number of seconds and then pings an alert to your screen, like echoes something, does a sound effect, whatever, and that will tell you exactly when to start running.
I can't do that.
Why?
If I use Nascent Flash, it's on a macro.
Then don't use Nascent Flash. I don't think you need Nascent Flash for the first 30 seconds of this fight.
It helps.
Just use Raw Intuition instead. It's damage prevention instead of healing, but it's still like, you know, you cannot use them both.
I don't know, it seems like it's like three GCDs. It's either 2 or 3.
It's exactly when I start casting Ruin 2, so just wait until you get that, and then you'll know when.
Okay. When I see Carrot cast Ruin 2, gotta run.
Isn't that an instacast?
Okay, everyone focus target carrot. Just kidding.
It's probably the same thing every time. After we get a feel for it, it should be pretty straightforward.
I guess I'll call it out for now, but I just don't have good reaction times for calling things out. That's why I don't typically call things out. Fist.
The drip cut does so much damage.
I got hit by a cone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying is, you want to take it to the clear area. You want to make sure you're sufficiently far away from where I'm baiting the tornado, unless you want me to bait the tornado onto the inside.
Oh, you totally could, actually. Oh, wait.
We could have all the tornadoes being baited in the same direction. Like, we're always baiting clockwise. Or always baiting counterclockwise. Or we can have it like this, where we are baiting towards the open area, and then have one one of the pie slices is Dangerville. I think it's only Jigglebutt that eats the doll.
Okay. And this is still really far ahead. We don't know how low we have to get them, right?
I don't even know that it matters.
If it's anything like Alex 4 or whatever, it's the amount of damage that they do when they explode is equal to their remaining health.
Oh, sorry, I was referring to whether or not Hand and Jiggly are together for the second one.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the Hand doesn't seem to eat them or do anything with them. Do any of the DPS have a feeling for how many GCDs it will take to reduce these guys to low health?
2.
We keep dying.
2?
One
I guess 2 for
Xenoglossy
you.
brings it to half health.
My GCDs aren't fireable.
Yeah, it's different per class. Which may
I was gonna
determine
say-
the order we want to eat them in then.
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, that's down the road.
Fist.
Not good.
So that killed us before the Hand did. What is that hit
Yeah.
that's doing all that damage?
Let's find out.
Is it something the Yagdolls are doing?
That was the same time. That was the same time when I got, well, as is going through the chat now, notices about.
That's the first time I've taken 1,000,000 damage.
That's the luminous aether plasm thing that keeps happening. Because that's not the slap, right?
Yeah, no, that was when the dolls exploded.
What? So each.
You survived the slaps.
Yeah. So in E4, if you got more than a certain number of stacks, you would explode. So just don't be in the middle.
Are the stacks proximity based? Or what causes the stack to go out?
So what'll happen is the 4 dolls will spawn. They'll spawn like right here, 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 and here. And they immediately do an AoE. And if you're standing like right here, you're getting hit by 2 AoEs immediately.
Alright, so we need to stand on our dolls when they spawn.
No, you need to stand away the fuck from your dolls when they spawn.
So basically,
And
everybody
hit them
needs
with
to be on the
range.
outside.
Like,
But
maybe
they're eventually
one
going to run
person-
to us, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
no,
you tag
it's-
them, they'll run to you.
Yeah, as soon as you hit the sorry, let me repeat. The first person who hits it gets the tether, and once they have a tether, they will only attack that person.
Okay.
If they don't have a tether, they murder a healer.
And so do they continue to do the AoE, or is it just the
Yes.
one time when they
They
spawn?
continue.
Yeah. So you can probably get 2 GCDs onto a doll before it closes the gap, which means that you'll get hit by 1 AoE when it's at like lowish health. You probably have, I think probably 2 stacks is fine, and the third one you explode in Web 3.
From their starting positions, are they far enough from each other at that point, or do we have to like drag them into safe areas on the outer ring?
So from their starting positions, their AoEs overlap. If, say, there's the one that starts here, if you're standing here, you will only get hit by the AoE of this one.
Okay.
But if you're anywhere inside the centering, you are instant dead, and so is everyone.
So I took 1,000,000 damage twice there.
That's a lot of damage, especially to survive the first time.
I don't think he did survive the first time. I think he just got hit so fast that he wasn't dead enough
Yeah,
to be hit again.
multiple things went off at the same time.
I see you got hit 8 times. It's 4 of them for 1 million.
Well, I
Who
only
can take the most damage?
log certain things, so.
Or that might not be me. Someone took a bajillion damage. Multiple times. Yeah, just don't be in the middle one, okay?
Fist. Or oh shit, it's open hand.
That's too bad. That's not gonna work.
I need to go to the other side.
I don't recommend that side.
No, I mean over the arena.
Yeah.
I think
I was
the,
like-
I mean over the arena. No, there's no way I can get farther away from the center without taking the tornado. So
I mean, the only other option, of course, would be to run all the way to the edge on my side. In which case, you're about to be cleaved.
yeah, I mean the other option is for me to just take one of the tornadoes. But it's also just as easy to be over with Pepsi Man instead of Hand.
Yeah. The closer you are to danger, the farther you are from harm.
Aww.
Why is the only place I recognize that from Winnie the Pooh?
because it's probably some Taoist thing.
Oh, it's from Lord of the Rings, the movies.
You're just making me concerned that I don't recognize Tolkien as readily as I recognize children's teddy bears.
What's the difference?
Oh, wow.
Tammy, you're fucking dead.
Oh.
We're not friends anymore.
Oh.
Also, I don't think it was an original line either. Fist.
Coming,
That's
I'm coming.
the closest one there, but that's probably okay. Oh, shoot.
Oh man!
Oh,
like,
no, so close.
So did I steal your bait there?
You
Con?
did
Is
steal
that-
my bait. I think it worked out okay, but yeah, just don't be near the tornado.
Yikes.
I booked it to you, and I guess we still didn't get close enough.
Well, I didn't. Here's my problem is that. So I go out there, right, and I'm standing there, and the hand thing goes off, right? So the first hand thing goes off, and then I have like a GCD, and then he does his cleave. Then about one GCD after that, all the Yagdolls in the middle explode, and then he starts his second hand thing. So I can't move him into the middle, or I'm running through the Yagdolls, and that's definitely what killed us last time.
Yeah, it's probably... I don't know how this works with actual timing, but you probably need to do something like take them apart, have the Yagdolls explode in the center, have them go out to the edge and reunite the boss and the hand in the center.
Yeah, but the hand doesn't have time to move again, is what I'm saying. From the
Yeah,
time
I know, that's
So, yeah.
why I say I don't know how it'll actually work out.
Yeah, so Tam, try booking it again, but just make sure that you're booking it into the Yagdall's explosion zone right as they're exploding, so you just don't get.
Well, I need to do it after he does his cleave because I don't want to hit somebody with that cleave.
Well, nobody's going to be in the middle, so you can point him towards the middle.
The only terrible thing with that is, like, if I go through his center and he does it like right as I'm at his center, he might do it to the side? Question mark. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You'll be fine.
I don't think it's that bad to always point it sideways as long as it's distant side.
Let's give that to a warrior.
You can both charge each other's boss.
Real talk, I wish they gave rescue to warriors instead of healers.
You should be able to home gang allies.
Tactics, anyway.
The old home gang that drugged them to you.
Get over here.
That was too far.
Hope I'm not too far out of the middle.
Fist. God damn it.
Did somebody explode?
Yeah, it's longer than a GCD before they go off. That's like infuriatingly long time. I really dislike. I like the first bit of figuring out mechanics. This is the kind of thing that's like, is this just a timing thing? We don't know, or are we just doing it wrong?
This would be an appropriate time to look up someone else's strat to see what their solution to not like we know what the mechanics are, but there might be an optimal way to be consistent about them.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we try one more?
Yeah, try one more. I just want to say this though while we're pulling. Maybe we should be doing the opposite, which is to start away, bait together, and then just run out. Oh no, but again they'll immediately bait. Right.
I mean, the only issue with that is that the dolls always spawn in the center.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, right, we already talked about that one.
Need it. Wait, what?
And I'm dead.
How did that happen?
The tethers.
Did you tie this?
Oh,
Um,
you had to kill the hand when it ate someone, and then it like dragged that person off the stage.
Wait, that wasn't 8-3, was it?
No, it wasn't.
There was the HP threshold thing.
Keeping them within a certain amount.
Okay. It's in it, but it's not the thing, right? Because there's no way we get that much HP.
This magnetic thing, but that's not it.
There's the throttle ads.
The Yagdals were
Plus
A4.
4.
Yeah.
There was also another thing with the whirlwind thingy, and there's there's a bait whirlwind with a tether thing. Oh, it's in the early phase?
The early phase had a cascade, didn't it? Like a pie slice thing? But there's nothing like that
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
that's that cascade.
There were
Alright, hang on a second. Let me watch a video on
AoEs.
A3.
There were AoEs that like spawned on everyone, right?
Yeah, it was the protein.
The blue dot things over your head.
Just what I needed. Some more Mistech. Alright, so we have fluids.
I just did A3 or A3 normal.
Fluids.
I don't know if it was in normal. Was it in normal? Okay, it wasn't in normal. Then I have no idea.
We had to stack for something in the beginning phase.
I have such a bad memory.
No.
It's so close to the stack, but so far.
Sluice? What was that?
That's the pie things from the
We had Wash Away.
from the boss. It was like basically spread.
I thought that was Protean Wave.
Now, Protean Wave is the cone attack.
The individual ones, right?
Mm-hmm. But they had the aftershock thing.
Right, so what was Sluice?
Sluice are the AoE circles that spawn underneath people,
And
which I do not see happening in this fight.
he said it was right after the sluice.
That's Splash times 3.
I know that I personally will never remember it, so
That one move.
Okay, so with the Protean Wave, the first hit is advertised, and then it hits 6 random people. So I don't know. It does not look like the tornadoes are choosing random people for the subsequent hits of this.
just to confirm, has anybody seen otherwise? Okay.
I mean, the other thing that happens is there's a giant knockback, so everyone has to get into the middle so that you don't get knocked into the edge.
Right. Which is no knockback here. I think we need another hint or something.
Let me pull up a video.
So,
Alright, so we
You're
have
alive.
Hand of Prayer,
Yeah.
Hand of Parting.
people are
It's a check.
assholes. Yeah, they They moved the dinner inside. Fine. Same ballroom as their learning sessions. Fine. They did not really move tables. Out of 30 tables, they moved 8 of them. Yet demanded that all the power that was laid out and taped down to all of them be taken up and put back down. And then they finished 2.5 hours late.
Okay. Back to this discussion. Missing one thing. That's a check.
It's the plus.
DPS check. Is this the thing with the hands?
Same
like
percentage.
switching DPS,
Yeah.
not being too far. Yeah. Because we were very concerned about the hit point percentage of the hand and the boss earlier, and then we're like, oh no, we got it figured out. Yeah, so we probably just want to make sure that it does not look like they start at different health percentages this time, but if people are like jamming hardcore on the boss, then the boss will.
Yeah, no, I've been watching the party list. It looks like they start at the same health, and then the boss just drops a bit lower because that's what everyone's been on.
Yeah, so if we want to have certain people switch to the hand, like...
yeah, I tend to put a dot on both, and then, well, I theoretically am trying to DPS the hand, except they chunk you right after, and also we die.
Yeah, so...
I'd
Because
go
I
with
have
placeholder inventory.
switching to the hand, and then
and the
people on the
healers.
boss. I agree.
We should probably pick someone like arbitrarily, say Carrot, to switch back and forth just based on whichever one, lower or higher.
Actually, it'd probably be better for placeholder to switch, since his spells don't have that really slow ramp.
Can't Carrot just hit both of them for higher DPS?
No,
Yeah.
not really. Not
Oh.
when they're split. If they're not standing on top of each other, I can't hit both of them.
Oh.
If that's the case, shouldn't we
Yeah, I mean,
bait
realistically,
them
it should
far
be
first so
Igor
that they
plays
come in
both.
together so you can like ban them and stuff?
But then it can't be in the middle because of the dolls.
Yeah. Does
Tanks are
the-
constrained. Movement is not an option. If it was, we would be stacking them 100% of the time.
But that's the strat.
Well, if we pull them into the middle, we'll be exploded.
They're not in the middle. They're on a side. They're together on the side.
You said you wanted a more optimal way to do it now that you know the mechanic.
I don't know.
I mean, that kind of does make sense. We could just start far away, pull them to the empty spot, right? Then
I
you
can't
know-
move mine. By the way, hand doesn't move. Just assume that hand can't move.
Well, then we just pull the hand out first, and then I come to you.
Hand
Yeah,
gets the
see, that's
empty
fine.
spot.
That's what I was originally proposing. Hand goes to the empty area.
And Tam goes far and then comes back in.
And hope I don't get hit by too many Yagdals on my way through.
No, this is before the Yak dolls.
Yeah, this is like when the hand spawns. I go to
That's
the empty
true.
area. You go to the opposite, like into one of the corners. I guess the same corner that I was going into.
I
Yep.
assume,
No, we
Naxu, wait. I assume, Naxu, that you're saying it's because we're not keeping their percentages close enough that's why we're getting that second hit from them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we won't have a second movement at all.
Yeah, we don't need a second.
Like you-
movement.
So if they're together, then they're together.
Yep.
Together, and that's it. Okay.
okay. So
Whoa,
yeah,
wait.
then we want to get them together.
No.
What?
No, hold on. Clarifying. They need to bait the opposite way no matter what we do.
Right, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
once they're together, you won't have to do a second movement to get them apart because that's
Yeah.
what we were trying to do.
Because
That's what
then
I
we
was
can just
saying.
AoE them.
We don't have to do a third move. We have to do one to get away, one to collapse back together, and then they'll
No.
stay together.
No, that's the part that we're saying is you don't need to collapse them back together.
No, they do.
No, we
he's,
do.
He's right because
They do?
he's got to do. He has to move initially to bait it so that they end up together.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
After
That, we won't have to move.
after you have successfully resolved the fist mechanic, then it no longer requires movement.
Yes, and that will allow you to hit both.
And then at that point, I'll
However,
just
that is
be
let's be
toggling
clear.
targets.
That's completely independent.
Okay, so
Mechanic that's been killing us.
which side are you going to be on so I don't get hit by your cleave?
Okay, so I will go to the open side and I will rotate
Clockwise. Okay, so I need to go counterclockwise. Well, not necessarily counterclockwise, but the other side. But you might not want to. Do we want like 45-degree angles?
Yeah, it should be plenty. Usually the cones are 90 degrees, which means we'll be plenty far apart.
So if this was the open area, like where we're at right now, you'd be over here-ish,
This was the open area.
and I'd be over here.
Yep. And then I would be both of your bosses.
And then we can just AoE them down. Okay. While the DPS do their thing over there.
Because placeholder or carrot could be AoE.
If they're next to each other, the melee can switch back and forth. Also, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, all three of you can switch. It's just a question of like,
Sure. Yeah.
if it's not placeholder,
We
like,
don't.
could Midori actually swing the balance if it's really lopsided?
No.
Right?
Well, if it
Blew everything in my opener, so there's like nothing right there. Like I have nothing.
I'm in a very similar position where the moment that happens, I think as long as we just start out with like having the DPS split, that's a good first step. I can theoretically save my Bahamut phase for any time, but at that point, like I'm already like super concerned about the yak dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, in terms of the switcher, as Carrot says, they have the ramp, but they also have the pet. The only other one who can easily swap is Midori. Out of curiosity, when's your second overheat?
Oh,
Two.
you gotta remember to bait.
Oh my.
I pulled him, but I didn't pull him far enough.
Yeah, go all the way to the yellow. So you're gonna run like, remember how if it was east southwest, you're gonna go to here.
Yeah, between the left two.
Well, your character would be at the edge, right?
No,
Okay.
no, we'll go here.
Okay.
But after I move him, I need to be on the inside so I can make it to you before he does a slam.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn mine right away because he's uncooperative. Oh, sorry. I didn't call that on time.
I tried 3 GCDs and that's not like it's between 2 and 3 GCDs that I need. So I need to sacrifice DPS. It sucks.
That is definitely going to be true. Yeah. But let's worry about the DPS later. This is kind of a shit show. As far as I understand, it's not that we don't need to do enough DPS. We need to do the right kind of DPS to the right target. Haven't encountered any actual DPS checks yet.
Yeah, it's also probably a really tight DPS check.
Shut up.
I mean, me popping vengeance right here. It's pretty good.
Ow.
Yeah, you gotta move like
No.
further.
No. I can't.
No, not you, Carrot. I meant Salenta.
Okay.
Because, yeah, my conal hit Carrot over at his tornado.
I turned mine, so how do we want to do this then?
Basically, you need to go, like, the exact, like, where the 4th puddle would be.
Okay. Well, okay, I can do that. That's fine. It's just kind of one of those, like, if you're not directly opposite me, is that really be far enough? But I guess I should just make that your problem.
Because, yeah, you don't need to necessarily be opposite of me.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, again. So Noxu, how far into the fight have you seen, or have you watched like a video? And you know the first 10.
I realized my mistake, you know?
We survived the hand pound.
We lived through the.
Why did that explode?
Yay!
Yagdolls.
But that should have been fine, right?
No.
Reducible complexity, 267,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to not cleave you. But
Yeah,
also
no,
need to not cleave Tam.
Yeah, I got cleave because I forgot. I forgot you switched big boy and handle.
Once you get your Yakdal low, you could just pull it to the boss. I think placeholder, you go first, see what happens.
Yeah, it's fine. Should I just like manip to a thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just manip to probably, I don't know what side you're on, but like the person opposite side of the tank, or the...
What are we calling low enough, or it doesn't matter?
Based on,
I'm trying to go like 20% ish.
based on this HP, it does a very finely.
Oh, that's a bit of movement.
There we go. Ah, Hand of Pain. Oh gosh, how did I not recognize that name?
Oof.
That's that mechanic.
Hand of Pain?
Yeah.
That's
So
On the
like,
bright side, I think I
like
figured
the
out
whole
mine.
time we have to keep them within.
No, Hand of Pain is the balancing move where it's like, are you close enough?
Wow. Like the whole time we have to keep them within that percentage. That's crazy.
So
That's fun.
when I bring them over, just AoE, and I'll start AoEing too, so that we're both doing similar damage to each.
I mean, both do fairly similar damage either way. Like the problem, we're kind of rounding errors compared to the DPS.
Oh, right.
Because even people that are like on the sides of the boss at the time, I'm dragging mine straight through them.
Yeah, they'll explode. Fair enough.
Wait, do the Yagdolls drop bomb?
Well,
They
they're
explode.
AoEs.
They explode.
So here's the thing. Does the boss, if we're taking our Yagdolls into like out a little bit, like out to here, can the boss just be brought to the middle then, and we just bring our Yagdolls to the middle afterward?
Hand can't be moved if we don't think that matters.
I thought he can't be moved only when he's casting his thing, but
He's always
after that,
fucking
can
It's
be
always
moved,
casting.
Okay, never mind that. That's the case. We'd have to do whatever Yagdall is closest to him at the time in that sort of
boss
season.
can go back to the middle. I think the hand will kind of pretend to rejoin it.
I mean, like the hand has the hand's like a black mage. Like he will stutter step a little bit here and there, but
I think if the liquid itself isn't, if the liquid itself can go in the middle without problems, I think that would be easier in terms of the feeding.
oh yeah, I mean we can sort of, instead of having like hand here and boss here, we can have hand here, boss here. You know, rotating a little bit towards the middle. Maybe not all the way, but
Is there any configuration where you can bait an open hand and then collapse them to the middle? Or is there not enough room for...
nope. See, that was the problem, is that the Yagdolls prevent me from doing that.
Oh,
Because
right,
the one
right.
time where the hand will move, the Yagdolls
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
about to go off.
Rip.
Yeah, it does feel like for the non-DPS you want to be at the edge and then in the middle, because we didn't die to the explosions themselves, we died to reducible complexity, I think was the actual stupidly hard hitter.
So, do we want a priority system, like clockwise, counterclockwise from where the boss is to who brings their first doll? Because there'll be two potentials that are closest to him at any time.
Well, the first two should be Midori and... Or no, should be the melee.
Oh, right, because you're bringing it to the open spot.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's-
Then mine would always be
You're
last.
always last.
Situation. Yeah.
Even though he'll get his lowest the fastest.
Yeah, which is suboptimal, right? But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
so-
fine. You're moving on to bigger and better things, like actually hitting the real bot.
As long as it doesn't interrupt my cast, I won't complain. But if that thing auto attack starts interrupting shit, I'm a problem.
There's no way it would. Yeah, and then I guess Carrot can go, and then Dory can go, and then you can go. Seems fine.
We're talking about for Yakdal explosions? Yeah, I will be very close to the boss, probably.
Yep. So melee, Carrot, and Dory place it.
There it is.
Why is that?
It was too close to the other one, I guess.
Oh no! Wait, what happened there?
I don't think we're fast enough. We're not dragging them in fast enough.
I might need to save the entirety of my Bahamut cycle for when the dolls are up.
There was one that kind of, I think, just stood there more or less unclaimed. Was that the one that Placeholder was supposed to grab?
Oh, I claimed it. It was fine.
Oh. One of them seemed to just stand there. In which case, I think it exploded.
Oh, the
It
ninja
looked like it
killed.
exploded.
Oh,
Rip.
he killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I was far away from people. Like, I grabbed placeholders when he died. He died.
No, I'm just saying. I saw one that was next to me that was not claimed.
Oh.
And I was like,
There's one that Carrot pulled into the boss.
yeah, but it didn't have a chance to actually go off. He
It went
still
off
pulling-
like right
he was
after
still
we
pu-
died.
Yeah, after we died. It was about to kill us.
Amazing.
No, actually, I think we would have lived. It was low enough.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It was under half.
It's so hard to not push my button.
Here it is.
How?
It's a lot of damage.
That's an orb floating out.
Oh wait, there's there's things.
Orbs!
Oh man,
I
orbs.
remember the orbs.
Did we fucking not?
You can't just show me balls and not make me go grab them.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna run out to like take those like a boss, like yeah, like a tank, and it's gonna cleave, and it's like we're gonna fucking kill the healers.
They're balls, I gotta grab them.
Also, where do they spawn?
The tornadoes. They spawn
Oh,
in
okay,
the
okay.
tornadoes.
So they do actually have a distance to travel, because I only saw them right there at the end.
Yeah, they were going for a bit.
The one in the south.
Where are they going to?
I kind of get the impression they're targeting people because the one in the south went straight through the center at me, but the one that started eastwards went kind of crosswise.
I think they're going to the hand of the liquid because once it touched them, it exploded.
That would make sense.
it's likely one goes to the hand, one goes to liquid, maybe? It doesn't really matter if they're in the same spot.
And the third one goes to random person. Just to make things interesting.
Hand's 4% high.
The hand did eat that one. So yeah, hand will eat it.
Maybe.
We get killed by the hand exploding
No, I think
because
we're
it was
not.
too high.
We're not fast enough. Yeah, so you can feed them to either the liquid or the hand. Oh.
Yep.
And the one placeholder holding exploded on placeholder. So, like, we have to be pretty quick.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I think the only time that the DPS and the health matters is for Hand of Pain. That's how it was originally. I'm sure it is now. I don't know how I didn't notice that cast bar.
When does he cast that?
Like
When
right
he
after
was
the tank busters.
killing us consistently before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something has to be adjusted then, because I don't. By the time we had gotten to that point, I don't think I would have made up 4% of a difference.
No, we already did it successfully.
Oh. Oh, I see. Never mind. All right.
Two and a half minutes. That's like 4 polls, right?
Ish.
It's probably our last poll. Hit the. Yeah, you can. You're way too close.
Oh yeah. I looked at the dolls to make sure I wasn't moving early, and then I looked back and everyone was dead.
3 more polls.
There's no way we have enough time.
Okay.
I mean, we can go back in. We still have like 30 minutes left for our normal raid time.
Oh my god.
Did I get disconnected? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. What are we waiting for?
Is Tyler on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, Noxu, if you don't mind, we'd appreciate bringing in the guy from our static who was late, but we should bring him up to speed on what we have learned.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah,
thanks for
it,
coming.
Thanks for the
patience.
hints.
Yeah, thanks for being so patient with us.
I hope that it was amusing to watch. It's like watching someone, like, you already know how the movie goes, and you're watching these people figure like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I realized why I was missing it too. It's because, of course, I've got the main boss focus targeted, that's the only spell bar I actually watch. And I'm the only one who probably was targeting the hand, so that's why I wasn't noticing it.
Yeah, that's right about the time when I switch over to the tanks because they're about to get slapped. So I wasn't seeing the hand either.
It's just a slap. I can take it.
Good night.
Well-
Thanks, night.
It's supposed to be just a slap.
Maybe it's actually a punch, and we just don't see them close their fist.
Alright.
Like a right hook or something.
It's like,
If they took out double rocket punch, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh no, that's
Gonna be
probably
hot.
still in there. And it's probably not telegraphed at all.
Oh shit, I forgot. There are bosses other than just Jigglybutt.
Yeah, Jigglybutt is like the Twintania of this fight.
I mean, I feel like they started on this fight because they knew that this was the fight that everyone's static got broken up on.
If I was them, I would start on this fight.
It's like, guess what? You get to start with your worst memories, and it's all uphill from there.
So what do we need to catch Charlie up on?
Okay, so basically,
Everything?
we knew nothing about the fight before, and now we know up until orbs start spawning.
About 45 seconds into the fight.
Look, it sounded much
Wonderful.
more impressive when I said it.
basically just hit the boss and then hit the one with higher HP. And when the Jag Ball spawns, grab one, and then we die. That's about how far we got. Grab the one in the big open area where there are no tornadoes.
Where the boss will be. So
Yep.
it'll be the one closest to you.
Yep. And then we die. That's it. We should probably put the liquid in the hand in 2 different spots.
Why?
Let's just try this and see what happens.
Unless they get buffed from eating the doll.
Oh, it's because you can have 2 dolls being eaten at the same time.
Well, you don't want two eating at exactly the same time, but it means that you can have the dolls split up, and there will be one boss that is closer at any given point.
I guess it doesn't make that much of a difference.
It does. It means, like, if you're one of the people who has a doll that is that doesn't spawn close to where the boss is, you don't have to drag your doll all the way across the arena.
Placeholder, you're way too close. The middle of your ley lines is perfect. Why are you on the south edge of your ley lines?
Middle of my ley lines? I thought I can't be in the middle.
No, like, the middle of your ley lines was perfect for the first bait. And then you need to leave the middle.
I have to
No, the dolls
go to the middle for a
spawn
Yagdoll.
as soon as the bait happens. Like, the ground AoE shows up and the dolls spawn instantly.
Yeah, so, like, if the whirlpools are A, B, C, you definitely do not want to be right there.
So
Right.
the
Or, like,
Yagdoll
right
I
there.
had to take was
Right here
this
would
one.
be perfect. Especially if this is the doll you're picking up, then, or it's close to the doll you're picking up, then, yeah. Being
Well-
between two tornadoes is, you'll never accidentally pick up a tornado.
Right.
That should be fun.
It was like your ley lines, so if one is the edge of the tornado, your ley lines were at 2, and if you stood at 2 and then you grabbed your Yagdoll, would have been okay? Maybe?
I couldn't. The Yagdolls spawned on the left and the right of 2 in that spot.
Yeah.
So, but what happened is you actually went a little bit to the south. Picked up.
Because the one I ended up needing to grab was the one here, but it wasn't a good spot for me to go there. I had to come bound to the left like I did. It was a really awkward position. I'm still figuring it out, but it's not as intuitive as I wanted to.
This is hard fight's hard, man.
It's only hard until we figure it out.
And then it's still hard.
Then it's just hard on execution.
That's just embarrassing.
Over and over, every time. There we go, basically. Okay, still good.
Oh,
Wait, what?
accidentally-
Somebody exploded.
I was so close. I just need to apply 30% more chill.
Stone Frost.
Oh, we took a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that's what happens
Just a
when
little bit.
that's what happens when you kill a yak doll.
Oh, okay. I thought when you said 30% more chill, I thought you meant like
You're
30%
not
more
supposed to
damage.
kill them.
No,
you
don't
need
kill
to
them.
Get them to under 20% health. We'll say as close to 10% as you can, and then you run them into the boss, and the boss eats them, and you take damage equal to their remaining health.
Yours will always be first. I lead to the boss.
Yeah, you'll get the one that's closest to the open area.
So as soon as you get to 10%, just like jump to the boss.
Which, by the way, will have at most like 5 DCDs. I don't even know if you get that one.
I get most of the bombs. Oh shit! Oh, it turns out if I save Bahamut, I have way more burst DPS than I was.
So, oh no, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we have too many Kool-Aid people here.
It's fine. It's fine. I will apply 50% more chill.
So you're summoning Shiva Eggy.
I win.
I was
Why
gonna
have to bring
say,
it up? Why you have to bring it up?
I think
Why don't I have a
placeholder
Shiva egg?
can apply more chill. I don't know if you can apply more chill.
Clearly, Midori can apply the most chill because she actually has the emo.
Look, I could use Titan Eggy. How about that?
Gotta take the idol, right?
Did you get clipped by mine?
No, by Midori's.
Okay.
Sorry, my yak doll got stolen. I had to go out a little bit to get.
Nobody should be stealing anybody's dolls. It's Christmas,
My
guys.
doll.
Come on, share.
No, actually, please don't share.
Someone take all the dolls.
We can't do that.
Instant
Am I
wipe.
always getting the doll that's to the left of the middle tornado?
I mean, you could. They were defaulting to me before the APS started. I don't mind. It would probably be a pretty glorious way to go.
Well, do you mind ever making progress on this fight?
What? What?
That's just how hard it regularly hits.
Oh no!
I hate this fight.
I
so
dodged
much.
it. I'm good. That was okay. At least for me. I don't know about Carrot.
No, I'm still on the floor. It's fine.
Huh, how come? How come we died there?
Okay, I think I figured out the timing.
Oh.
If we do this, you won't have to call it out because you haven't been calling it out anyway.
Eat food, Carrot. Or Meldvit, your call.
Well, you
That-
can't.
that- you can't do
That
it.
sacred soil did not hit me. It did not apply in time. Just saying.
Oh.
It went up as it was going off.
Yeah, I think the sacred soil can be put pretty much immediately.
Free pull.
But
Well, I
regen.
mean, immediately on pull.
Oh yeah.
But regen.
The region I'm just doing because I
No, Sacred Soil has regen now. I don't want to waste it by healing a
Has
HP.
regen?
I mean, look at these auto attacks.
So if we died and it like hasn't fully resolved, are you not in fact still wasting it?
Also, everyone's moving out of it right
Yeah,
now.
not standing in it.
Wait, what? That's not correct.
Not too much.
I did it.
Oh,
Oh, we died.
I didn't take much damage from it though.
I forgot to put up a.
So these dolls
Oh,
can stay out for a
balls.
long time.
It's true. They can. They do not kill you very quick.
I guess
How
we
long
got some
can
time.
how long can the dolls stay out for though?
Maybe when you get their
Well,
stacks,
they're
you
doing
explode.
Yeah, they're doing that luminous explodey thing.
Yeah, as long as you don't get hit by the one that they do as soon as they spawn, I think you have like 20 seconds or something like that. Anyway, I figured out what it was. I need to not death flare the doll, because that does about 40% of the doll's health, and I sometimes crit, and I sometimes direct crit.
And sometimes it's exploded. Ah, that doesn't matter.
It's fine.
One's coming in. I died to reducible complexity.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's whatever it is basically a death.
it didn't kill the rest of us. Our AoE heals are not reaching the sides.
No.
Nope.
Wherever-
They are not.
Wherever placeholder is standing, that's a really nice spot.
Right now, or when I'm doing my
When you're doing your Yakdals.
But you can't be there where I am.
No, we're in the middle.
You are the healers?
Yeah, two
Oh, I
healers are
see.
dead center.
Okay.
Wherever you were standing was
Right,
great.
right. Okay.
Inventory and Kara, if you could take a step inward, or like 5 steps inward, that'd be great.
Okay, so if I do, then I'm changing the direction that I'm pointing the sprays. Like, right towards the tanks.
No, this is after the spray.
Is the spray done by then?
Like, this is like...
There are 2 sprays after the ground AoE. So there's the ground AoE, then you get sprayed, and then get sprayed again.
Right, and then I move to the center of the room. If you move earlier,
Okay.
it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, then I move to the center of the room. Then... Yeah.
Okay. I will get my mob low, and then I'll just let it sit on me.
Yep. I think if you're in this yellow ring here, you'll be great.
I mean, the yellow ring is what, 15 yoms? And the brown is 20?
Perfect. Yes, our
Yeah,
AoE heals are
15 is exactly our radius. Well, for most things, some are 20.
Shit. Sorry, Garrett.
Ah!
I can't just assume that I can take the one to the left of the center, because then that happens. This is so annoying.
Why can't you just assume that you take the one left to the center?
Because then that's the one that Kara takes in that exact situation. And so we both started hitting the same one.
Because I'm always taking the one closest to where my tornado is, which could be literally anywhere around this.
I'm not sure. I guess I have
they
to
always
look at
spawn-
both yours
always
and
spawn in the cardinals
Midori's
and
before I
intercom?
decide mine.
Sorry, what was that?
Do they always spawn on the intercardinals?
That I don't know. Because
It's-
especially now that we are moving not cardinal relative, we're moving tornado relative.
Mhm.
Well, if they always spawn in the same spot, we can mark.
Well, we can come up with a thing where it's like you either get the one by your tornado or the one clockwise rotated closest to your tornado.
Yeah, the dolls always spawn 90 degrees apart from each other, but I think their orientation as a group can vary a little bit since sometimes one's been right in front of me and other times I've been sandwiched between two of them.
I'm pretty sure what it is the yak dolls have a fixed spawn location, but the tornadoes don't. So if you're going relative to the tornadoes, the yak dolls are in one of two configurations.
Yeah, I've seen the tornadoes spawn like this before. They're still 90 degrees to each other, but they're on intercardinals.
Right. That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The tornadoes are either cardinals or intercardinals, but the yak dolls are always intercardinals.
Oh, they're always inter. Okay.
So in a situation like this, if they did spawn intercardinal, am I taking the one at B or the one that would spawn at 1? Like, am I taking 1 or 2 in this case?
You're taking 2.
Okay.
Because I'm always taking the one that's closest to A. And if it's rotated, then I would be taking 1 still. So I'm taking the one that's clockwise from A.
So yeah, A and 1,
That-
B and 2. Or, yeah, B and 2.
Hopefully, that gives you a better idea of which one you'll be taking beforehand. Please.
So is this last pull?
Probably.
We're gonna die. I auto-attacked one.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? While tabbing,
Yeah. This is the
you
problem with not playing with him.
Do they like
physical
just-
DPS.
Do they like just pick a target and tether to them or something?
No, it's
No.
First one to hit
the
him.
first
I
person
think.
that hits him, but
Ah.
I won while I was tabbing to get to mine.
I think
Okay.
there's an option to disable auto attack when switching target, and you will resume auto attack once you do a
Ooh.
weapon skill. But let's just do another poll and look into that as soon as we get out of the dungeon.
This wasn't a problem in Heaven's Word.
When
You're
you
a
got-
bard mage?
I was a caster. I was a caster.
I guess.
They told you no auto attacks for you. What?
Oh,
2 people said no.
Yeah, I want to go to sleep.
All right. Well, thanks, nurse.
Let's
Hope
get
you
E1
enjoyed
through
that.
4 real quick tomorrow.
Yeah, I only work till 9. There shouldn't be anything delaying me tomorrow.
Knock on wood.
Well, there's literally no scheduled like dinner thing that should run late at all.
I was gonna say you'd probably at least know that it was possible.
Yeah, there's nothing tomorrow. There is Thursday, but that doesn't affect it. Tonight they decided to move in because they felt that 57 degrees was too cold to have dinner outside.